Welcome back, True Seeker. It is a Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. And the big news this morning, put up a short video on it. The passing of Jerry West before game 3 of the NBA Finals. And there's a lot to say about this. We're going to get to how the Celtics are chasing their 18th championship, and Jerry West went 1-8 in the big championship game series. Yeah, look it up. Jerry West was 0-6 against the Celtics in series and 1-2 versus the Knicks. Got his only championship in 72. The same year Bill Walton completed that perfect season with UCLA. And, of course, 72, the year that Joe Biden became senator-elect. There's a lot to this, and we're going to go back and see what we said about Kobe Bryant in light of Jerry West when Kobe passed. Clear parallel here. Yeah, a lot to unpack, so we'll just take it piece by piece. But let's go back to 4 years ago when Kobe died. Again, Jerry West is the logo of the NBA, and there was a debate at that time if the logo should be changed to, say, Jordan or Kobe. But notice, from Jerry West's 81st birthday, keep in mind Jerry West was 81 at the time. We're going to get to why it matters that the Celtics are on 81 wins in the NBA Finals all time right now. When Jerry West dies, of course, in Gematria, Jerry West equates to 81 like Kobe Bean Bryant. When he was 81 years old, Kobe died. And notice, when Kobe died, it was 243 days after Jerry West's 81st birthday. And again, Gematria, very simple practice coding numbers into words. Kobe Bean Bryant, the big way, 243, the small way, 81. So the 81 is definitely important at the time of his passing. But piece by piece, he's dead at 86. He is the symbol of the NBA. The logo is literally Jerry West. The Gematria symbol is 86. And as we'll get to, Mercury also equals 86, and he's dead on a Wednesday named after Mercury, and we'll talk about how the WNBA's Mercury, their last game was against the Dallas team in light of this finals being between the Celtics and Dallas. And we'll talk about the Mercury game before that against Minnesota, where the Lakers are originally from. We've been talking about how this entire finals, the scripted scoring, the ritual sacrifices, they're all connecting back to the Kennedy assassinations, JFK and RFK. Of course, JFK killed in Dallas from Massachusetts. Jerry West was drafted in the NBA in 1960, the same year that Kennedy was elected. His first season, the 60-61 season. 61's the 18th prime. Again, the Celtics going for their 18th championship. Jerry West 1-8 in the big game. So, yes, one more time, the finals. The first time the NBA ever used the term finals for the championship series was 86. That's the year the Celtics beat the Rockets. And then Len Bias was drafted by the Celtics and then died on June 19th, 1986, 213 days after his birthday, 213. And we were talking about this back in 2017, how they changed the title to the NBA Finals. 213 in 1986. Now Jerry West is dead 213 days after Arturo Sosa's birthday, the leader of the Jesuit order. And again, it's obvious the Jesuits control the rituals. We're on their calendar. They run these sports leagues. It's obvious. It's why Kobe died at age 41 while traveling from Catholic Mass on the Pope's 41st day of his age, the first ever Jesuit Pope. But yes, Jerry West dead 213 days after Arturo Sosa's birthday. We're going to get to why it matters that he died on George Herbert Walker Bush's 100th birthday anniversary as well in just a moment. But notice Jesuits 86, Mercury 86. Run it the small way. Phoenix Mercury is 86 and 67. And we're going to look at how the Mercury won with 81 points on 6-7 versus the Minnesota team when the Lakers, who West played for originally from Minnesota. Again, Len Bias, born in 63 on November 18th, the 322nd day of the year, dead June 19th, 86, 213 days later. Dead at 22 like Boston in basketball are 22. Again, dead after being drafted by the Celtics after the Celtics won the championship that year. We always talk about the powerful pairing of 3 and 56. We were just talking about all the 3 stuff on June 5th. Third time was a charm. June 5th can be written 5-6 like 56. Powerful relationship with 3 and 56. Jerry West is dead the day of Game 3 of the NBA Finals, while the Celtics are on 56 all-time losses in the finals. They're on 80. The Celtics record in finals right now is 81 and 56. Game 4 on Trump's birthday will be the 81st game of this year's NBA playoffs. Remember, they fudged the dates. Game 4 is on Trump's birthday, Flag Day, the only game that doesn't have more than 3 days spacing between games. It's 2 days from now. All the rest of the games have 3 days spacing. Trump's going to turn 78. It's the 78th NBA season. The Celtics are on 78 wins. Game 1 was on their 78th birthday. Again, just why this is happening with Jerry West at this time. Another perfect ritual. They had Michael Jordan weigh in right away, who's 61 years old right now, the 18th prime. And come down here a little bit. If you're new here, Gematria, there's 4 base ciphers to the English language. 4 base ciphers, the alphabetic order, forwards and backwards, and forwards and backwards with numerology. And notice how Jerry Allen West, which is the alphabetic order, A's 1, B's 2, C's 3, up to Z is 26. Jerry Allen West, his full name equates to 171. That's the 18th triangular number. That means if you had 1 through 18 together, it equals 171. The Celtics are in pursuit of their 18th championship. Again, Jerry West, 1-8 in the big championship series. Only 1 win, 8 losses. Again, 0-6 to the Celtics. He's dead 6 days after the finals began on 6-6. But 0-6 versus the Celtics, 1-2 versus the Knicks. Only championship season the year that Joe Biden became senator-elect, and we'll get to that in a moment. But the alphabetic order in numerology, Jerry Allen West is 54. Remember, Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe's full name is 54 forwards, 81 in reverse. Kobe dead the Sunday before Super Bowl 54, the Joe Montana Bowl. Kobe's career high, 81 in his 666th game. Now, Jerry West dead in an 81 ritual 6 days after Game 1 on 6-6. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Z is 1 back to A is 26. Jerry Allen West is 180. Key digits 1 and 8. And then again, Jerry Allen West, 81. Celtics right now, 81 and 56 in finals games played. That means they've played 137 games. That's the 33rd prime number. Special number, NBA Finals has that 33 gematria. Can Kobe with the 666 workout and the 81 points in his 666th career game, and ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, what image did they have up this morning when Jerry West died? Kobe and Jerry West, who brought Kobe to the Lakers. Remember, Kobe had to go through North Carolina like Jordan. But yeah, Jerry West, 1-time champion, 8-time loser, 1972. Again, Joe Biden's year that he lost his wife and daughter in a supposed car crash in a big ritual, the year he became senator-elect. By the way, something I noticed about Joe Biden that I've been overlooking all the time, the 1972 election, that was also the 47th U.S. presidential election all time. Like Joe Biden would eventually become the VP number 47, take office with 47-year-old Obama, become president-elect after 47 years of being a senator. These scripts, you guys, how these people were born for it. Joe Biden, Jesuit educated, just like Trump, just like so many of these people in high places in D.C. Jesuit stronghold is Washington, D.C. President Trump and President Biden, 72 forwards, 81 in reverse. Again, Joe Biden supposedly got 81 million votes in the last election. He's from Scranton, Pennsylvania, which home of The Office. Scranton's off Interstate 81. Of course, The Office ran 201 episodes. Joe Biden lost his son, Beau Biden, when he was 72. Bill Walton, had he not died the day the Celtics advanced to the finals, he would have turned 72 the day of the election, November 5th. So now we got Jerry West, the champion in 72. And, of course, Jesuit Order has that 54 and 72, just like Jerry Allen West has that 54. Kobe, again, dead the Sunday before Super Bowl 54. Diddy having a rough year at age 54 as predicted. His father was killed in 72. All these little parallels because it's all on the Jesuit ritual board. These people's numbers are up. So, yeah, again, just think about it. Celtics on 78 wins. It's the 78th NBA season. Boston Celtics equals 78. NBA Finals equals 78. Game 4's on Trump's 78th birthday. Jerry West had to die on this day at this time. I mean, come on. This ritual is just way too perfect. You know what else is interesting? Jerry West is now dead 15 days after his birthday. Texas equals 15. Game 3 goes to Texas. Kobe equals 15 in light of Kobe's death being synced with him. There were some 86s in Kobe's death. John Wayne Airport, or whatever the official name of that airport is, that Kobe departed from in the helicopter, as we're told. I forget. There was a few more. I'd have to go back and look. Notice how Mercury, Wednesday is named after Mercury, right? Mercury has the gematria of 86 and 41. Last year on this day, the Nuggets, led by Jokic, the 41st pick of the draft, won the finals 4-1 on number 41's birthday, right? Huge tribute to George Herbert Walker Bush. Then his son, the 119th World Series, perfectly scripted with him, ended 4-1 on the 119th day of George W. Bush's age. Again, last year, game 1, the Texas upset of Philadelphia foretold that the Rangers had a real narrative to win the World Series. We got a ticket in with 50-1 odds on the Rangers on game 1. Again, understanding how the game is rigged. This year, before the season began, we thought the Celtics were the most likely team to be in the finals because they're the only team whose full name equals 78. Anyway, now here we are on his birthday again, and now Jerry West is dead, and Bush was a member of Skull and Bones, which also has the gematria of 41 as well as 202. Today, his birthday leaves 202 days left in the year. Today is the 179th day of the Pope's age, which is the 41st prime number. And who is dead? Jerry West. And I know did I forget to put the screenshot in here? Maybe I forgot to put the screenshot in here. Okay. Forgot a key screenshot, but I just want you to see West in the base ciphers is 41, just like LA, just like Kobe Bryant. West 41. West is 13 and 41, just like LA. Jerry West playing for LA. Remember, Kobe dead at 41. Gianna dead at 13. Put it together, 54. Kobe Bean Bryant, 54. Gianna Bryant, 54. Jerry Allen West, 54. But yeah, just West being dead on number 41's birthday this year. Last year, a 41 tribute. This year, a 41 tribute. And you know what else is noteworthy, actually, is because it was a leap year this year. This year was a leap year. Jerry West's birthday fell on the 149th day of the year. His birthday is the day before JFK's. In a non-leap year, JFK's birthday, May 29th, is the 149th day of the year. But again, 149th day of the year birthday. West 41, dead on number 41's birthday, the day leaving 202 days left in the year. And maybe there's a connect with George W. Bush with the July 6th birthday. Remember, the Georgia Guidestones put up on 322, came down on Bush's 76th birthday on 7/6. The big monuments in Georgia about world depopulation. So notice, now the Mercury and the WNBA, their last game was in Dallas, right? And look at the score of that game, 97-90, 187 points. Brotherhood of Death is the alias for Skull and Bones, which George W. and George H.W. Bush are members of. Keep in mind, JFK was killed in the 187th year of the nation's existence. JFK assassination's 187. But the last game of the Mercury, they beat the Wings in Dallas 97-90 to get to 6-6 for the year when the finals this year began on 6/6, the anniversary of RFK's death. And don't forget the other year, the Ambassador Hotel, where RFK was killed in LA, the Ambassador Hotel in Dallas burned down right before the day before JFK's birthday anniversary. There was an Ambassador Hotel in Dallas as well. But again, the game before that, the game before Dallas was in Minnesota, where the Lakers are from. Jerry West played for the Lakers. And hold on, what year did the Minnesota hold on. Let's look at that real quick. Let's go to Basketball Reference. I want to see what year they went from Minnesota to LA. I forget what this was. This Basketball Reference, if you just look up a team. Oh, the Lakers are in their 76th season right now. That's right. So you have every Skull and Bones number connected. Number 41's birthday, the day leaving 202 days left in the year, while the Lakers are in their 76th season when Jerry West's birthday fell on the 149th day of the year this year. Crazy how they do it. Let's go back. Minnesota Lakers, they left there in the 59-60 season. That means the Lakers' first season in LA is the season that Jerry West was drafted to them, the 60-61 season. So right after they left Minnesota, the LA berth with Jerry West. But yeah, what are the odds that they beat the Mercury, or the Mercury beat the Minnesota Lynx 81-80? 161 points. Los Angeles has that 161. Again, Jerry Allen West, 81. Dead while the Celtics are on 81 finals wins. That game was on June 7th, the one with the Minnesota Lynx. June 7th, 6-7. Hold on. I thought I had it typed in right there. I forgot to put some screenshots in there that are supposed to be there. Phoenix Mercury, 67-86. So again, just all these high rituals with the deaths. Bill Walton, dead at 71 the day the Celtics advanced to the finals when Celtics equals 71. UCLA equals 71. He was part of that UCLA team. They had a perfect season in 71-72. Then Drew Gordon is dead, the brother of Aaron Gordon, who played at UCLA like Bill Walton. Bill Walton won the championship for the Blazers in Oregon, the 33rd state. Then Drew Gordon's dead at 33 in Oregon, right after Bill Walton. Brother, a big star on last year's defending champions. And then you have Chet Walker die, whose rookie season was the 62-63 season. He had all the numbers connected to JFK in light of the Kennedy tributes in the 78th NBA season. Kennedy equals 78. If you missed the death at the Chet Walker, go back and look. We talked about how game one, before a game was played in this series, how the Celtics had outscored the Mavericks by 107 points all time in all their head-to-head. And by the way, they'd played each other 86 times before the finals began. The Celtics led 46-40 coming into game one. But they were plus 107 in scoring in that series. John F. Kennedy would be 107 years old. John Fitzgerald Kennedy equals 107. Again, Celtics win game one with 107 points. And then Chet Walker's dead 107 days after his birthday. Shooting also equals 107. But then after that, then you have Pistol Pete, in light of how they're paying tribute to the shootings of the Kennedys. Pistol Pete's son is dead. And JFK was number 35, but the 44th term president. And Pistol Pete wore number 44. And then his son dies 44 years after Pistol Pete finishes his career at the Celtics. Now you got another 44 dead. Jerry West. Shooting has that gematria of 44. Shooting. What took out the Kennedys, what you do in basketball. Riddles, rituals, numbers, secret societies, Masons, all his number etched on the temple. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what more it's going to take for the world to catch on. It's like, again, how don't you just like shrug your... When was the last time this many notable deaths happened in the world of basketball in such a close proximity? Oh, not since the last time we had an NBA Finals. But it's like really over the top this time. Just like everything's really over the top right now. It's like as time goes on, everything just more extreme. You know, you turn on CNN or a news channel right now, they're debating on, well, right now the indicator is the biggest implications on this election are the recent rulings for Donald Trump and Hunter Biden. It's like, I mean, don't people realize the game that we're being put through, where you have to choose between who's the lesser of a felon? I mean, the mockery's never been so thick. But like we've been showing for years, they sync it all up together. The sports and the elections year after year. LeBron wins on the real King James's birthday for Cleveland. Trump's having the convention in Cleveland right after. Becoming president. Joe Biden becomes number 46 just days after LeBron becomes 4-6 in finals in the shifted season because of COVID And then the Lakers just happened to win it 41 weeks after LeBron's birthday, after Kobe dies at 41, and they win it on Father-Daughter Day. And that was at the time where they had to move Jackie Robinson Day. And then Chadwick Boseman, who portrayed Jackie Robinson in the Black Panther, he dies on the new Jackie Robinson Day for that year, which was also the birthday of Jack Kirby, who wrote Black Panther. Again, I mean, just so many examples, and I just shake my head thinking about how every English-speaking person, every sports fan should know about this. If you speak English and you're a sports fan, I mean, you should have heard about this by now. You should know all about this by now. You should be thinking about why you're not going to go to these games anymore by now. I mean, think about what you're participating in. A rigged spectacle that's super expensive where ritual sacrifice is a part of it. Like, what makes you want to put your money on that? You know, this is the same populace that can't donate $1 to a guy working his ass off every single day for over a decade to wake the world up to the tyranny that's coming, that's now landed just like I predicted it would a long time ago. We saw why 2020 was going to be the year of years before it even got here. Way before, because we know about these people and their numbers and their 19-year cycles and a million other patterns. That said, there's a lot of other number rituals I'm sure they do that we haven't even learned to recognize yet, but some of these things we've been super zeroed in on. So, yeah, Jerry West, 1-8 in the big championship game. It's something else. It is something else. Jerry West dead 41 days after Darius Morris Kobe. Why do I not understand the Darius Morris part? Darius Morris died on 5. I forgot this. I have to go back and look, man. This wasn't even that long ago. Did I miss this? All right, I see it. Darius Morris dead on 5/4. Jerry Allen West 54. Kobe Bean Bryant 54. Jesuit Order 54. And May 4th would have been 27 days to the end of the month. 12 more days to today, so 39 days later, or a span of 40. If I'm counting right, that should be 39 days later or a span of 40. Did I cover this? Maybe I did cover this. Maybe as I say it out loud more and more, maybe I did cover it. That's what's sad too, you guys. I mean, this wasn't even hardly more than a month ago, and it might have already slipped out of my brain. Because sadly, we're covering this stuff all the time. It's easy to forget. Yeah, I did cover this. His full name, 87. We've seen a lot of that. A lot of 87 in the time of the Pope. The Pope's 87 years old. Game 1 of these NBA Finals was the 87th game between teams. The reflection is 78 for the 78th season. Oh, hold up. The news broke May 4th, but he died May 2nd. So if he died May 2nd, then yeah, he would be dead. Okay. How come Basketball Reference has his date of death as May 4th? But yeah, he was originally reported dead May 2nd. Basketball Reference changed it to May 4th. So if May 2nd's the date, yeah, it's 41 days later. West 41. Again, right now, Dallas, the game goes to Dallas tonight. Dallas equals 41. West equals 41. It's number 41's birthday. He's buried in Texas. Dallas record right now versus the Celtics is 40-48 all time. 40-48. During his 4-year NBA career, Morris played for the Los Angeles Lakers, Philadelphia 76ers, Kobe, Los Angeles Clippers, and Memphis Grizzlies, and Brooklyn Nets. Okay, he played for 5 teams in 4 years. He was drafted number 41 overall. Okay, so for whatever reason, Basketball Reference changed his date of death, but the initial reporting was that he died on May 2nd, which was 41 days ago. So, yeah, that's interesting that the 41st pick of the draft dies 41 days before Jerry West, who dies on number 41's birthday. Played at Michigan. Michigan had a championship this year. Now their coach is coaching in California, also in Los Angeles with the Chargers. That's Harbaugh. They've done some mega rituals with Harbaugh. Wow. Okay. Shout out to Ralph with the great observation on Darius Morris. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Shout out to Almighty GI with the tip. Put in $2. ESPN really mentioned pounding payment. Hey, if anybody want to watch First Take today, if you can watch today's episode of First Take, the day of Jerry West's death, let me know if I'm tripping. They said the term pounding pavement throughout the episode multiple times. Molly at the end of the show had to close out the show talking about pounding pavement. I mean, I watch First Take enough. I've never heard him use that phrase ever, pounding pavement. And again, just what felt weird about it is, isn't that my line? How many times have I said over the years that everybody should be outside these sports stadiums pounding pavement, waking fans up to all the ritual sacrifices and how rigged the games are? I mean, that phrase come out of my mouth a million times. Today, Stephen A. Smith just has to keep throwing in pounding pavement. Other guests got to mention pounding pavement. Molly's got to close it out with pounding pavement. I was like, okay. Are they doing this because they know that the Jerry West death, the day, at the time of the finals, is like some of the greatest mockery of all time? Again, for people who forget, back when this work was getting more attention, you had Nick Wright on Fox Sports. Nick Wright used to always be attacking me on Twitter. His roles claimed a lot at Fox Sports. But of course, USA Today wrote their article in 2016. Vice News wrote their article about me in 2017. I got to think that a lot more of these people in the world in the suits and the talking heads know about us than we actually know. And my eyebrow was way up as they just kept saying pounding pavement over and over on First Take today. It's like, I really feel like they're mocking us. All right, I'm putting my eyes on the chat. Yeah, don't forget the recent death of Bill Walton, 666 days after Bill Russell. And again, Bill Russell's death was just blatant. It was on the very last day of the first ever Jesuit Ignatian year. And Bill Russell went to the Jesuit University of San Francisco and played for the Celtics. And he died right after San Francisco beat the Celtics. Just blatant. Christian Walker. Okay, I get that. I get the Christian Walker comment. Well, the Joe Biden going to 81, that was one of our original predictions. Again, just the other week, we had the prediction date from the day that Joe Biden took office that we'd see our first female president of the U.S. Instead of it happening in the U.S., it happened in Mexico at the exact same time. But yeah, there's a lot of signs that Joe Biden's number might be up quite soon. So I don't know how to get my Zelle number. I forget how Zelle works. Sorry. I guess sorry to me, but yeah, I don't know. I know if you go into your bank account, there's something about Zelle, but yeah, I don't have my Zelle information. Sorry. If you would like to support the work, all the ways to support are in the description of the video. Thank you. Here, let's do this. If anybody else has anything else to add about Jerry West, I will drop a link. If you got something to share about Jerry West passing, that link is clicked or in the description of the video. You just got to give it a click, and it should look like that on the screen. You just click that. You don't have to show your face. You just got to open up your mic. Good one. Good one. I didn't mention that. I didn't even bring LeBron into it. I should have. Of course it is. Shout out to the man Ralph. LeBron's got that December 30th birthday. He's going to turn 40 years old. Yep. Jerry West dead 201 days before LeBron's birthday. How about that? Remember, 201 and 84, the powerful Jesuit pairing, and LeBron born in 84. Lorenzen Wright was one of the 201 rituals in LeBron's past. R.I.P. to Lorenzen Wright. Yeah, good one. All right, for the guy talking about how he's going to join, talking nonsense in the chat. I don't know what you're talking about joining. You could already joined. It's pretty instantaneous. If you click on the button, you're in there. Nobody's in here right now. All right. We got somebody named Tony hopping in. Tony, make sure your audio's good and you're on. What's up, Tony?
What's up? You can hear me, Zach?
Yeah, what's up, man?
You know that Jerry West went to West Virginia and the Celtics coach went to West Virginia too.
I didn't realize that. The Celtics coach went to the same college, huh?
Yes.
Go figure. Go figure. Yeah, West Virginia.
Just like you said, he was 1-8 in the finals. If you can flip that to like the Kobe 81 points in the 666, and you really look at it like that, if you flip it.
Sure.
And plus, he wore the number 44.
Yep.
And let me see what else. It was one more thing I wanted to say about Jerry West. 24. Yeah, I said it's kind of be ironic that he died before the Celtics win this 18th championship. That's another thing.
Well, look at what your Joe Mazzulla parallel. It's 18 days before Joe Mazzulla's birthday.
And I'm just talking about the 18th.
Oh my God. Isn't it crazy how they just got all these perfect characters out there? Joe Mazzulla looking like a little teddy bear just standing there because he's got the right birthday for the plan. Jerry West, 86. They got it all scripted out.
And went to the same college as Jerry West. So
he's on 36 games in the playoffs right now. 36 games. His 36th birthday is in 18 days from now. And who's got the 1836 connection? The Jesuits do. IHS is 36 and 18.
And Jerry West was born in 38 too.
Like finals is 38. Finals is 38 and 25. And Mazzulla's on 25 wins in the playoffs. Yeah, Death is 38 and 25. Yeah. But yeah, and him being born in 38 and it going back to Dallas, he had the ritual with Porzingis, who hadn't played for 38 days. But again, when they announced JFK's death, Walter Cronkite said some 38 minutes ago, the nation's president passed away.
And think about when you said the Lakers moved to LA and what was that, the 60-61 season?
Yep. The Jerry West season.
Wasn't that a JFK presidency right there?
That's what I'm saying. The same year that JFK got elected and took office, 60-61.
And let me see. Any other numbers with Jerry West? He retired in 74. He went to the Hall of Fame in 80.
That's the same year Bill Walton came in the league, 74, and then he wins the championship for the 74 state, Oregon. And of course, they got rid of Damian Lillard 74 days after his 33rd birthday this past year.
And him dying 6 days after the final start, that got me thinking of the Bill Russell, then the Bill Walton, because Bill Russell wore number 6, and Bill Walton wore number 5. So basically, that's a 56 right there if you look at it.
Yeah.
But the common American look at it, that's just a coincidence. It's, every day is coincidence that these people die during these championships and stuff like that. It's a coincidence, yeah. It's a coincidence that Joe Mazzulla went to West Virginia, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Jerry West 1-8 in finals. Celtics 2 games away from winning their 18th championship. And what he known for losing to the Celtics? 0-6.
For all the Mavericks fans out there here, to throw you one prayer, the Mavericks equals 38. If somehow they came back and won it. Remember, though, if Boston wins, they get the 41st championship for the East, like Dallas is 41, and now this ritual with Jerry West on number 41's birthday. But the one prayer for Dallas is the 38 connection. Mavericks is 38. The next win for the West is 38. And you got Jerry West born in 1938. But I don't know, that 1-8 in finals and 18 coming, that's pretty hard to go against. So that said, again, Dallas is 6-8 in the finals all time right now. And tonight they could have become what if they won? And it's the 78th season. So we'll see.
It doesn't matter. I think it's a wrap for Dallas. Dallas might get one game and that's it. And this is their best game to win. They don't win this, they're getting swept.
If they don't win tonight, it looks like the sweep is very possible. If they cannot get their 41st win versus the Celtics on number 41's birthday, when last year it was a huge 41 ritual on number 41's birthday, like it so often is in all the sports on 41's birthday, that would be a really bad sign for the Mavericks.
And what was the Jordan connection? You said something about Jordan being 61. That's what,
18th prime number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Those are the main points I wanted to make about the Jerry West. Unless I missed something. I think I hit all the points I wanted. The main point was about the coach, because I didn't hear you mention the coach going to West Virginia.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. And you pointed that out as just $1 million observation, because it's also 18 days before his birthday.
So. Exactly. That stood out too. And how old he gonna be?
36, and 666 is the 36 triangular number.
So. You can't make it up. You can't make this up.
Mm-mm.
All right, Zach. That's all right, Zach. That's all I want to hit you with.
All right. Thanks as always, Tony. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. Longtime veteran caller from New York came out and pounded pavement with us in New York in 2022. Shout out to Open Up Always with the Generosity. He says, building a starting lineup of death. Gordon, Walton, West, Maravich. Who's next? Did we forget somebody? We need Chet Walker. We need Chet Walker on that roster. And if we needed a coach, they just got rid of that figure skating coach from Massachusetts at 85 when Boston and basketball are 85. Yeah, it's easy to lose one. There's so many. It's sad. It's just like I couldn't even remember covering the death of the 33-year-old former Laker from a month ago. Shout out to Ralph who caught it. All right, we got Cam. Cam, what's up? Cam, you're on. Cam, hello.
And that's why they just...
Okay. Let's go out to Jamel Hairston. No, he jumped off for some reason. Let's go out to Conley RB.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to touch on the 44 with Jerry West.
Okay.
He wore the number 44. Jerry West equals 44. Wednesday equals 44. And he died 4 months and 4 days. Or 4 months and 4 years and 4 months after Kobe.
4 years and 4 months. January 26th. Yeah, 4 months. 4 years, 4 months and change.
Yeah,
I forgot to mention that. Notice, everybody, how Jerry West and Wednesday overlap. They both have the connection of 44, 100, and 143. And again, today'd be the 100th birthday of George H.W. Bush if he were alive. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, that's just really all I wanted to touch on was the 44 with the Wednesday and the Jerry West and the fact that he wore the number 44. It's just real obvious. I mean, I can't believe that nobody really sees this, you know.
Oh, by the way, it's also Drew Holiday's birthday today, who now plays for the Celtics, who played college basketball in Los Angeles, where Jerry West is connected to. That's probably not an accident.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on. But yeah, keep up the good work, Zach. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I almost forgot that. I meant to cover the Wednesday and Jerry West overlap, and it slipped through the cracks. But yeah, he's got it. Well done. Let's go out to. Oh, he called back. Jamel Hairston. Hello. You're on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
I just wanted to bring up the fact that Jerry West was number 44. The Mavericks are in their 44th season.
Yes.
He finished 1-8 in the finals, I believe.
Yep.
Celtics are going for their 18th. He didn't win any versus the Celtics. He lost 6 versus them. The final started on 6-6. What else did I want to point out?
You know what? Here, hold on. In light of it beating the Celtics' 44th season, going with Jerry West, and it goes
The
with
Mavericks.
the Havlicek, or not?
I'm
It
sorry.
goes with Pistol Pete's son dying 44 years after he finished with the Celtics too. But notice that they began in the 80-81 season because he's dead the day of the 80th game of the playoffs, and then the next game, Game 4 on Trump's birthday, will be the 81st day, or the 81st game of the playoffs, and both again President Trump and President Biden are 81. Go ahead.
And he died at 86. Celtics won it all in 86 with Bill Walton on that team.
Yep.
Beating the Texas team.
Houston, yeah. Boston beat Houston that year, of course, yeah.
And I wanted to bring up one more thing, the possibility of Celtics sweeping on Trump's 78th birthday. Donald John Trump equals 185. They'll go 18-5 in the finals. That day will be 18 days after Bill Walton's death. The last person to sweep in the finals was the Warriors in 2018. That would be.
If you go back
6
to that,
years.
if you go back to that year that they swept, didn't they sweep them on June 8th? Isn't that right? June 8th, 2018, and sweep
that
is
would be
68.
6 years and 6 days.
They're paying big tribute to 68 in this year's playoffs, and it is the 23rd finals appearance for the Celtics. So that sweep narrative is possible
Sweep
on
equals
Trump's birthday,
23.
like you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, though. We'll see if Dallas can get their 41st win versus the Celtics on 41's birthday. If not, man, that sweep narrative is not looking too bad.
All right, thank you.
All right. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good addition, too. Mavericks' 44th season. It does make sense. 86 finals. Len Bias died in a similar number pattern. And Boston did beat Houston that year. Jerry West in 1986 would have been 38 years younger. So he would have been 48 years old. And you know what 48 is, right? Boston Celtics is 48. And then, again, they had to make sure that Game 4 is on Trump's birthday. Boston Celtics, again, 48 and 78. Here, let's go over all these numbers again. Boston Celtics 156 with the alphabetical order. Remember, when John Havlicek died, he died the day that Joe Biden announced he was running for president. And Joe Biden's Secret Service name is Celtic. Again, right here, Joe Biden's Secret Service name, Celtic. Been talking about all the rituals with the Celtics and Biden for a long time now. Year after year, we're talking about it. But when Havlicek died, it was 156 days after Joe Biden's birthday. Boston Celtics 48. Donald Trump is 48. They're syncing this up with this year's election. If the Celtics do win in the finals, like the caller said, they will be 18-5 in finals. Basketball equals 185, as does Donald John Trump, as does Catholicism. If the Celtics did become 18-5 in finals, it would set up a future narrative where they could become 19-5, like how Boston Celtics is 195 in reverse. And then again, the 78. That's why we had the Celtics as the most likely team to be in this year's finals. We talked about why it was a good year to get the 18th championship without even realizing how they could do Jerry West dirty 18 days before the Celtics coach's birthday. But they're the only team in the whole league whose full name is 78. And then there's only 2 other teams in the league that have a 78 connection, and they're all in the East, Cleveland and New York, and they all made the playoffs. Yeah, they had to fudge Game 4 so that it's on Trump's 78th birthday. Go figure. All right, let me put my eyes on the chat. We didn't have anybody else that wanted to drop in and share some information. Who else got $1 million observation out there? I'm going to drop the link in the chat again one more time. And I'll also put in the call-in number for, what is that? Let me see. All right, hold on. Just to make sure that we don't wrap this stream up without any important information out there, let me put the call-in number up real quick. Yeah, I know ChatGPT has a response about me. Somebody showed me that a long time ago. I thought that was funny. It's like ChatGPT's the thing on the scene. It's already got a write-up on me. Come on. You can tell who's doing the programming for ChatGPT, not the truth seekers. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how many people are always trying to take a stab at my work, and it's like, please come on here and debate. Let's see who's right. You know, I'd love to see somebody argue that all this is a coincidence. 614.
Hey, Jack, what's up, man? They said he was inducted. Jerry West was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1980. Which means like 44 years.
Yeah, 80th playoff game today. Okay.
Well, 44 years later, his name summoned to 44.
Yep, that too.
And then Jerry West is 44. Jerry West is also 55. And the first time the logo was used with Jerry West silhouette or whatever was in 1969.
55 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes too much sense. Crazy.
And then it's also interesting how Boston, I see the 152 thing, but they could fall to 14-3. I think Jerry West has that 143. And Missoula could also pick up his 55th loss, too.
Yeah. It's like we talked about this earlier on the Patreon stream. It's really hard to go against the 78-41 thing today.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
And just that poor Zingas, man. It just shows how rigged all this. They do this we see them do this all the time. It's just it's getting old, man.
It's been old. Yeah, it's been old.
It's just like a guy perfectly healthy plays like a Hall of Fame All-Star in game one, and nothing happens during the game. I didn't even see no sign of him being hurt. And all of a sudden, he's so hurt he can't play and get. I mean, it's just so stupid, man.
It is
real dumb.
It is, man. It's just like imagine the greatest coach of all time benches the guy who made the winning play in Super Bowl 49 for their next Super Bowl, and you know what I mean. I can't think of the guy's name right now. The guy who made the interception on Russell Wilson. The next time they're in the Super Bowl, Belichick benches him and they lose.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
it's crazy. And then the other thing I noticed they've been doing in recent years, like I can see, like the point spread doesn't even make any sense. Like, how are you a 7-point favorite at home, and then just because you're on the road, it's a 9.5-point swing to where you're a 2.5-point dog?
Sure.
I mean, that to me that just doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, if you're a 7-point favorite at home, then shouldn't you, if you're on the road, shouldn't you be like a 2.5 or
you would think
favorite or something?
You would think, yeah, because that's how it typically is. Yeah.
It just seems like a betting. It's just all about getting people to bet, and that's all the line is for. It's just stupid. All of it's just retarded, man.
It's all manipulation. It's all number magic, indeed.
Y'all just want to call in with that 44-55 thing real quick.
Yeah, those are great observations too. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, take care. Yeah, we saw Jerry West. Right now, whoops, I got an extra U in there, so it's not correct. I'm trying to do too many things. 346, what's up?
Hey, Zach. What's up, bro? I just wanted to call, man, and I've been
I've been listening to your work for the last decade, man. And I had put my older brother on this stuff that he's speaking upon, man. And them refs be breaking the shit and how the fucking point saving and shit like that. Like, save the team scores. They're supposed to get 2 points, right? Because they score a layup, but they add 1 point. But I just want to, appreciate it for your work, bro. Keep it up. Keep up the good work you're doing, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, take care. To look for that one. That'd be some serious number manipulation. Only 1 point on the lay-in. You just never know, man. Sometimes they do funny things with the scoreboard, and it's like, okay, you can see they're playing some games right now. Hold on, we had somebody phone back in. Jamel, what's up? Jamel, did you want to come back on and share something?
Could you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Rich,
I
hold
just
on real
wanted
quick.
to.
Yeah, go ahead, Jamel.
I just wanted to add one more thing about Trump. His son, he's 18 right now. The final started 78 days after his birthday.
Yep.
Trump was elected on 11/8. Like Celtics equals 118, like 18. They won their last finals in 2008 versus the Lakers. Now they could pass them in 2024. Kobe wore 8 and 24, and they'll make history passing them with 18. They
Sure.
definitely win, I think.
And the point about Trump's son, again, not only do you have the 1878 thing, but he's from Slovenia, just like Luka Doncic, because that's where Melania Trump's from. He's got the dual citizenship with both countries. So, yeah, you can see how they fit him in there perfectly. Yep.
And Game 5 is on the day that Celtics beat the Lakers in 2008.
Okay.
So if they win on Game 5, they had beat them on the 17th, and then they'd pass them on the 17th.
Okay.
With 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to call and add that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Indeed. Yep.
Wow.
All right. Appreciate it, man. For sound mental saying, have I noticed that Luka carries or Tatum carries just as much as Luka? Yes, I have. I even mentioned that in a recent stream that I should pick on him too, because both of those guys cannot dribble the ball without carrying. It's disgusting to watch either of them handle the ball. The whistle should be blown. It should be a turnover every time. Tatum or Luka had the ball, to turnover every time if you enforce carrying, because they carry the ball horribly. All right, what's up, Rich?
Hey, man, hey, long time. Hope all is well. I heard you say a comment about 20 minutes ago about what kinds of things would Nick Wright attack you about on Twitter? What would he say?
He was just always he was making fun of what I was showing him. He was always very focused on the NBA. He'd be making fun of he'd like literally repost my video and be like, listen to what this guy's saying about the NBA being scripted. What is this gematria crap? Just a whole bunch of stuff. Years ago, it's probably 2016, 2017, 2015. Back in the early days of the Cavs and Warriors finals, Nick Wright would be attacking year after year.
Wow. I mean, that's kind of huge to me, because I'm a person now, obviously, that likes to pound pavement and advertise, and people like him are exactly who I'd want to target to show this stuff to. So I think we should all blow Nick Wright up on Twitter.
Yeah, I guarantee he's still watching. I guarantee he's still watching, man. He back then, Nick Wright didn't have as prominent of a position on Fox Sports, but now he's like one of the main guys on that network, and he definitely knows about the work. So,
yeah, so he probably wouldn't be able to come on your show or anything, but I don't think it.
Well, hey, if you're out there watching Nick Wright, you guys don't get any ratings anyway. You just hardly exist. Everyone still watches ESPN. You bring Gematria on and start like talking about Gematria every day. You never know. You might surpass ESPN. If this stuff was on TV, people would take it seriously. If it was on TV, that's what's sad about this program, Populace.
Let's tweet him how LeBron broke Kareem's record and see what he thinks about that one. Just for example.
That one, I mean, we got like 1 million to bombard him with.
We got 1 million more, yeah. We got 1 million more, but that's just one. I mean, we got to send him the low-hanging fruit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way the only way people like him would see it. You got to give them the simplest stuff, Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was just curious about that. I'm gonna get on Twitter. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But if anyone else wants to join me, let's get him about 100 tweets in a row. That should catch his attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed.
But that's about all I needed, man. I just wanted, I was curious about that, and hope all is well.
All right. Appreciate it, Rich. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Take care. Yeah, Nick Wright might actually be a person to target on Twitter because he's done it in the past unless he's been told not to. Another guy down in the LA area who should be talking about this more. And you know what? This guy, I see this guy doing his recent shows and interviews, and I see that even though he's not bringing us on anymore, he's still watching the work too, and he's sharing the work, which I do appreciate. But again, Sam Tripoli, wherever you are, these guys that you're bringing on for the 15th time, who you keep bringing on and who really don't know anything about anything. I'm sorry, they don't. They don't have anything that's hard. You can listen to these people talk for 2 hours and you walk away at 2 hours. You say, what did I really just get out of that? A bunch of maybes and speculation. Again, you should have us on, Sam, when these big things happen, because we got the facts and the receipts and the ongoing patterns and the information people need to know about. Not useless speculation and, oh, this happened 200 years ago and maybe that's the... No. It's like, just teach what matters, what's going on every single day, the code that's being used every single day for every last one of these rituals that just explains everything in seconds. I know Sam Tripoli's still supporting the work, and he did help bring a lot of people here, but it's kind of a shame that we haven't been on for so long. And he keeps bringing on the same people these days. And these people just don't. I mean, they just put me to bed. I'm like, I guess if you don't know anything about anything, they might be interesting to listen to. But again, it's like, why are we bringing the quality of the content way down? Sam Tripoli had that guy on to talk about the Astro World tragedy. And he didn't mention the Houston Astros. He didn't mention the Astro from UB40. He didn't. It's just... I'm sorry. When big things happen, you should have yours truly on. You should have had the people on there that nailed the World Series that year. I mean, as we've done it almost every year. That year we nailed the World Series. We had the Braves in spring training. Braves beat the Astros. Astro World tragedy. Atlanta equals 69 like World Series. Astros pick up their 69th loss all time in the postseason. It was all synced up with Travis Scott, the Jenner family. Useful information. Not useless speculation. It's the difference between what we do over here and almost everybody else. All right. I don't see anybody else hopping back on the stream. Tony's still on it. Tony, did you have anything else you wanted to share?
No, that was it. I'm good. I'm just listening.
Okay. I just want to make sure you have something else. All right. Appreciate what you came on though with. It was great. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Take care. But yeah, I mean, this whole community is more interesting. Even almost every caller here who called in today with a piece of information, more interesting than almost anybody else out there. So yeah, Sam Tripoli, big sports fan down in the LA area. You should have had us way more. We haven't been on the show at all in the post Kobe death era. What's up with that? Come on, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they went on the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy. All right, well, if we don't have any more callers, thank you again to Almighty GI. Thank you again to Open Up. And thank you again to Sound Mental. And yeah, you're right. Jason Tatum does carry the ball as bad as Luka. They're both horrible to watch. Looks even worse with Luka because he's moving in slow motion. Everybody, that nickname should go viral for Luka. His nickname should be Slug. They're both 4-letter words, and that's what he moves like. He's just crawling around on the court, carrying all over the place. Luka driving to the rim. It's like you could run a stopwatch. It's 5 seconds from the free throw line to the basket as he lays it in. It's this is unbelievable, man. You trying to tell me this guy's a star? Everybody else has to play in slow motion just so we can get a lay-in. Yeah, First Take, shame on you too. I do think First Take was literally mocking us today. Shame on... Hey, Stephen A. Smith, where's your mom at? Where's your mom at, Stephen A. Smith? Here. Since Stephen A. Smith was mocking pounding pavement today, I never heard him say this phrase in my life, but he had to say it 50 times today. Let me just go back to my old post about the death of Stephen A. Smith's mom during the time of the NBA Finals. Stephen A. Smith calls himself Stephen Naismith. Hold on. I know his mother died at a relatively young age. She died June 1st before game 1 of the NBA Finals. Why does it say this? What happened? Sensitive content warning? Well, at least they didn't delete this post. Sensitive content warning. That's what happens when Google takes over your blog. Again, finals equals 61. They had to post it 38 minutes after the hour. Oh, what do you know? She died on a 44 date numerology when kill and executioner 44. His mother's name Janet Smith 61 like finals. Janet Smith 38 like finals. Again, they had to post it 38 minutes after the hour on their Twitter. $135 days. LeBron advanced that year to the NBA Finals with 135 points for the series. He had some big remarks about Tiger Woods the day before. There's a lot to say about that 135, but yeah, I just remembered how his mom went, and she had those NBA Finals numbers. He's Mr. Basketball. What was his original show called? I'm trying to remember what the first show was called. It was... Man, I'm getting amnesia. I can't remember what this guy's old show was called. He had some phrase that he always used. So I bet somebody in the chat's got it. Stephen A. called his Tiger a lost soul the day before his mom dies. And then his mom's soul's gone because he sold his soul to legitimize rig sports on ESPN for millions of dollars. Hey, I'm looking at the chat. Who's got it? Who's got the old name of the show? No, nobody remembers it? We all got the United States of amnesia. Quite frankly, is that what it was? Was it Quite Frankly? I think that's what it was. Quite Frankly. Quite Frankly with Stephen A. Smith. Somebody said Frankly Speaking. I think it was Quite Frankly. Quite Frankly. Hold up. Quite Frankly. Stephen. Yeah, it was. It was Quite Frankly. That's what it was. First episode was on 8/1. Francis Scott Key's birthday. Don't get me started. All right. Yeah. Well, that's all I got for now. There's probably more to it, but you guys had some great calls and additions, and no doubt all that was important. Look at Luca, the great white hope. It's sad that people worship these guys. It's like, I guess this whole era of basketball, the whole basketball's been trash for pretty much the whole 21st century. Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. The NBA's been complete trash for the entire 21st century. LeBron came in at the start of the 21st century. Everyone carries. It's all team ball. It's all isolation ball. Nobody plays defense anymore. The league's super soft. The Celtics are wearing shirts with Bill Walton's name on it. It's just sick, man. It's sick, you guys. Don't forget how Walton and Boston overlap in every cipher. Don't forget it. Every cipher. Bill Walton and basketball, the exact same in every cipher. Again, the Luka number 77 versus Boston, the final set in the 77th game. Game 1, the 78th game of the playoffs for the 78th season. All the parallels to the Kennedys. RFK died on the Celtics' 22nd birthday. Boston was in their 22nd championship in 22. Well, here, I'll tell you, watch what Tatum does today, because remember, Tatum's 26 years old. Celtics equals 26. He came into the finals with exactly 2,600 points scored in the playoffs. Remember, finals has the 101 gematria, and 101's the 26th prime number. Today's 101 days after Jason Tatum's 26th birthday. So far, he's developed a reputation for being bad in the finals. So we'll see if he can do anything today. So far, 2 disappointing games, even though his team's up 2-0. But he does have an interesting alignment today. And yeah, these Walton shirts. I mean, God, I just can't. Imagine you play for the team, right? And it's like all of a sudden you're going to the finals, and then Bill Walton's dead, who won his last championship with Boston. And the next thing you know, they got you wearing a T-shirt with his name on it. Wouldn't you be like, isn't this all a little bit too weird? And Aaron Gordon's brother's dead like a couple days later. Just every year, man, you just think all these players would be weirded out. All the deaths every year. I mean, if I was in the league, I'd be thinking about, God, is this how they're going to do me someday? Hope I live to be 71. A lot of these guys go a lot sooner. They even did Kobe at 41. And shout out to Ralph with the observation about the death 201 days from LeBron's birthday. Of course, there was a 201 in it. Yeah, and it is Holiday's birthday, who did play at UCLA like Bill Walton. Oh, we got an unknown caller. Hold on. We'll see if it's a troll or if somebody just calling. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? What?
Yeah, I heard that you think sports are all scripted.
Well, I heard some people haven't caught on yet. Why haven't you caught on yet?
Well, I was just trying to agree with you, bro. Honestly, dude, I agree with you. WWE owns fucking UFC now. NFL's the entertainment company. Fucking, it's all gone to shit, bro.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget, game one of the finals was on Bill Walton's son's 71st day of his age, Luke Walton, after he died at 71. And again, he was part of that perfect team with UCLA in 71-72. Yeah, it was a pointless call. It didn't sound like his balls had dropped yet, though, so I gave him a pass. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now, True Seeker. Here, real quick before we sign off, let me just see what else is buzzing in the news. See if there's anything else out there slightly related. Uh-oh. Merrick Garland in contempt. Oh, boy. Now they're going after the top attorney of the land. Oh, God. Teens went to a sporting goods store to return airsoft guns. An armed man fatally shot one in the back. Oh, no. Oh, no. All these stories, man. Nearly everything in the news, nothing but propaganda. Russian ships arrive. Okay, you guys, come on, man. The whole Kennedy thing, Kennedy and the Cold War, communist Castro. Don't forget, Castro's Jesuit educated. But, okay. Boston's down in Texas, which is like in missile striking range of Cuba. Russian ships arrive in Cuba as Cold War allies strengthen their ties. Okay, come on, you guys. Just for the record, Cold War's got that 113, like the National Basketball Association. It's got that 41 as well for it being number 41's birthday anniversary. Oh, man. Stories are stupid. 505.
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Hey, how you doing?
I called in on the Patreon yesterday referencing JFK and the Cold War, with the Putin being snubbed at the D-Day ceremony. They actually invited Zelensky instead. So, and then on Sunday, they had that, remember I told you on Monday that CNN had a story about the movie The Day After. That movie aired on November 20th, 1983. That's Joe Biden's birthday.
Huh.
So with all this Cold War, the first Catholic, now this Cold War. Yeah, I called you in on that, on the Patreon on that one yesterday.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you've had a lot of great calls.
On the Patreon today.
Yeah, you were dead on the money.
So, yeah, maybe it's something bigger than, what I'm calling in on the Patreon's bigger than sports. I'm not getting the sports stuff right, but, this other stuff, maybe that's...
Well, you're trying to call very difficult things to do in sports, and you have hit on some of those, and they're very challenging, the things you're trying to pick, but yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Well, yeah,
to go with your 81, that Kobe statue is about his 81st points against Utah.
Or against Toronto?
Oh, against Toronto. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, against Toronto. That's what the statue's about this year. That statue was on 2-8. Texas is the 28th state. 107. We've documented 107. I don't know how many times, and 107 is the 28th prime.
Yeah.
28 is a perfect number.
You know, and Letty bringing up the Kobe statue, it's 125 days later. Numerology equals 125, 55, and 44. And again, Jerry West has that 55 and 44 connection. And it was pointed out that he became a Hall of Famer 44 years ago. And the logo of Jerry West started 55 years ago. So probably not an accident.
Right. Remember how we synced up the Ukraine war with the Super Bowl? Wouldn't it, this war started before these finals. What do you think about, Hamas wears green?
Yeah, and you got Adelson owning the Mavericks at age. Yeah, Adelson owning the Mavericks at age 78, and then they're big backers of Israel. That's interesting. And again, Netanyahu did come back on Texas's birthday, the Lone Star State, like Israel's got the Lone Star flag. Yeah, that's interesting.
And then I told you today that her husband was born in Boston. He has the same birthday as Obama, the 8448.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to call in on that. I was just telling the people at my slave job that how I called in yesterday about the Cold War, and then the warships show up in Cuba the next day.
Yeah.
So that was just more stuff that I tell them that this stuff is real. What we go through or what we find is real, and what they watch on the television is fake.
Yeah, indeed. I'm trying to think. Today must be 249 days after the war began. I don't know what to say about that number. I'll have to look. There's got to be more to the ritual of the Russian thing showing up in Cuba today. It might be synced with Castro. I'll have to look at that. There's something going on there.
Okay, and then another story, you haven't got to it yet, but three people at Texas A&M, they were on a boating training exercise. They saved 15 people out at sea, the Texas thing.
Sure.
Boston's next loss is 315.
Interesting. Okay.
You always say news in sports, news in politics, news in everything. So, yeah, it's kind of not a coincidence that they put that one. What was it?
Sure.
What did I say to the next one? Yeah, so you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's all I got, Jack.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Take
Have
care.
a good day.
Yeah, you too. Here, just since we're talking about Jerry West, I actually don't know if I know the story of how he became the logo, and I see that they have that story up here today. There he is against the Knicks, Walt Clyde Frazier. They had to have a 24 right in the middle, guarding him right, since he dies in 2024. How the late Lakers guard Jerry West silhouette inspired the NBA logo. Hold on, we got another phone call. 408.
Yeah, hello?
Hello.
I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
All right. So, what are your thoughts of the Niners offseason of Brandon Ayuk not signing?
Hold on. What? Say it again.
Like, what are your thoughts of Brandon Ayuk not signing? Like,
I didn't even follow that. I didn't realize Ayuk didn't re-sign with the 49ers.
Nah, he didn't.
I didn't. I overlooked that. I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, so like, what are your thoughts of him not resigning? You think he should resign, or you think he should go to another team?
I have to look into the story and see what's going on.
Oh, all right. I got another question for you.
Okay.
Well, what are your thoughts of the Golden State Warriors downfall?
Well, all things that rise must fall. I mean, they had a run for the ages. They're getting older. LeBron and Curry, all the parallels, both of them, their careers are on a little bit of a downward spiral right now. So,
yeah, you have any thoughts of Draymond Green, like what all the punching is, and like he's not really the same player?
Well, he's getting older too, but
Yeah. How do you feel about the Tom Brady and the Patrick Mahomes beef?
I didn't know they had a beef. What's the beef?
So Tom Brady threw some shots at Patrick Mahomes, and not going so well. So how do you feel?
I'll have to look into that story too. I didn't know that they had a beef going. That's funny.
Come on, man.
But hey, what's interesting about that the year before this season is it's Super Bowl 59 upcoming, and again, the modern Super Bowl is always -4, so it's the 55th Super Bowl of the modern era, like how Brady beat Mahomes in Super Bowl 55 the year he went down to Tampa. So I'm guessing there's something there with that.
Yeah, for sure. Do you realize, like, what are your thoughts of Patrick Mahomes being so overrated nowadays? Like, do you think he's like being overrated, or you think he's just a good player in general?
Well, come on, man. You're calling the guy that's showing how scripted the games are. So he's the beneficiary of the script. He got chosen as the star actor for right now for this era of the NFL. He gets to play the James Bond role, if you will.
Like, I think like the glaze on Patrick Mahomes, like the rest, like always take a side. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, he definitely got some calls. I mean, I don't know if he's got many calls Brady got in his career, but yeah, he gets the calls to be there.
Right here, this is a perfect example. In the Super Bowl against the Niners, when Nick Bosa got held and they didn't hold that flag, you think that was just rigged right there?
Of course it was. All right. You must be new here, man. This is what we do. We talk about how rigged the sports are. Of course, they're all in it. The players, the coaches, the Zebras. Appreciate it, 408. All right, he's playing 21 questions like he doesn't know where he's called into. Here, it says, in an NBA career that spanned over 60 years, this is Jerry West, West had a hand in 9 NBA championships. Again, he went 1-8. First as a player with the Lakers, and then as an executive for the Purple and Gold and the Golden State Warriors. West was key in boosting the profile of the Lakers franchise as it relocated from Minneapolis to Los Angeles, where the team reached lofty new heights. As a player, West won just one NBA title, but helped establish the Lakers as the Western Conference's premier franchise. After his playing days ended, West was instrumental in constructing the Showtime Lakers, highlighted by Magic Johnson, Kareem, James Worthy, and Michael Cooper. You know what? Here, let's do this real quick. Let's look at how this will be easy to do. If you go to Basketball Reference, it'll show you how many days after everyone's birthday it is. Magic's got a birthday in August. Today is 303 days after Magic Johnson's birthday. A bit like NBA Finals, 33. Magic equals 33. Okay. Kareem. Let's see. Kareem. Oh, it's 57 days after Kareem's birthday. NBA Finals equals 57. Notice he's 77 years old right now, like Boston's 77 and Luka. That means he's in his 78th year of life. You could also say that today's Kareem's 58th day of his age, because it's 57 days after his birthday, or it's his 58th day of his age. Los Angeles Lakers, 58. Kobe Bryant, 58. Secret Society, 58. Freemasonry, 58. Star, 58. The NBA makes stars. All right, so the Magic and Kareem thing seemed pretty symbolic. James Worthy and Michael Cooper. Now, we're taking a step down in the stardom here, but James Worthy's a pretty big NBA star, just not as big as Kareem or Magic. It's 106 days after James Worthy's 63rd birthday. That means it's the 107th day of James Worthy's age, and he's 63. Doesn't that seem weird? The 107-63 thing's been a big theme with the finals. Celtics scored 63 in the first half and finished with 107 in game 1. JFK numbers. 210.
Speaking of Manchurians and 113 and 58, look into Deuce Tatum, his numbers, and see how he's scripted around Kobe and Jason Tatum.
Is that Jason Tatum's brother?
His son. He was born on 12/6, December 6th, 126, like when Kobe died. And Deuce Tatum equates to 58 and 113.
Okay, and Jason Tatum's name equals 33 and is born on 3/3. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm sure he's probably born for a pro future someday. 20 years from now, you'll be watching, or not even 20 years. How old is he right now?
He's like, I think he's 5.
Yeah, probably about 13, 14 years. He'll probably be out there. So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he's definitely like a Bronny or like Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
All right, man.
All right. Appreciate it. Okay. So, yeah, James Worthy connection's kind of interesting. I'm just trying to think of the great James Worthy. They had James Worthy wearing 42 for a second, huh? Every year by 87, James Worthy wore 42. Interesting. Lakers has the 42 connection as well. 216.
Yo, Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, man, I just caught the stream. Let me ask you a question real quick, man, because I've really been out of the loop for the last month or so. But what has been your breakdown when it comes to the number 106 and the current NBA Finals? Have you had like a 106 connection with any team?
I haven't been talking about 106 in the finals. No.
I just heard you say that James Worthy's birthday was 107 days, like after something, right before I called. Was that like a span of 107 days?
No,
no.
It was 106 days after his birthday or his 107th day of his age. The one other name I was going to read out is Michael Cooper. It's 58 days after Michael Cooper's birthday. Like, again, Los Angeles Lakers 58. So the four guys named in the story, all pretty interesting alignments here. But go ahead.
The only reason why I brought that up, man, because, I check out, a lot of different videos. And I've been looking at, Zenith of the Alpha videos lately, and he's been talking a lot about composite numbers. And I did the math, and since this is the 78th NBA season, I went to figure out what was the 78th composite number, and the 78th composite number is 106. So I was just calling in to ask you, like, does that number stand out to you for either team, or maybe players on each team, or maybe the coaches or whatever, as far as like giving a like an insight on what the outcome could be on certain games. So
Okay, so 106 is the 78th composite number. I suppose that makes sense because 107 is the 28th prime, and composite numbers are numbers that aren't prime. Well, that is interesting.
Exactly. You know what, Zach, though? Because when I look at the number 106, because I follow the 13 moon calendar, right? And if you look at that number, 106, like 10/6, and if you look at that as like a 13 moon calendar type of setup, the 10th moon and the 6th day leaves 3 moons and 22 days left on the 13 moon calendar, like the 322. And you know how significant that number is. But yeah, like I said, man, I just called in, and I just wanted to see whether there was like a 106 connection that you saw that maybe stood out, either for the Mavericks or the Celtics. But it's apparent to me, it seems like that, the Celtics are going to take it all, man. It seems like the Celtics are going to take it. If the Mavericks win a game, I believe they're going to win today. And the game they're going to win today will probably be the only game that they win, and they're going to lose in 5. That's just my assumption.
If they can't get their 41st win versus the Celtics on number 41's birthday, when there's 41 rituals every year on this day in sports, including last year's NBA Finals. Again, the Nuggets won it 4-1 on his birthday last year, led by Jokic, the 41st pick of the draft. It's a really bad sign for the Mavericks. So.
All right, thanks, Zach. Thanks for picking up my call, man. I'll check you out next time on the next live stream.
All right, appreciate the call. Thank you. Take care. All right. Let's leave it there. I do got some other errands. Or hold on. We got one more call. One more call from Vegas. Last call here, 702.
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing, Zach?
Hey, what's up?
Man, I'm just calling in, man. I'm just seeing this. I think it's over for the Celtics, man. Like they're just done, bro. I'm seeing all these numbers. I think it's a sweep, man, for real. Like I'm just looking into this 54 connection I've seen. They're 48. I think there's 48 and 40 versus the Mavericks all the time.
That's right.
They can go 50 and 40. And Joe Mazzulla is on 54 losses right now in the playoffs.
That's a way to look at it. Yeah,
he's been stuck on it, and they've been freaking. They haven't lost since the 118 versus the Cavs. And I'm just looking at it. And that was on. That was a while back, but he's on a 9-game win streak. They can get to 11 straight versus number 11, Kyrie Irving. You know, I'm liking that. I'm liking that they're in the 18th playoff game on Friday. And then Venus is big. The planet 18. I'm just seeing so much 18s, and you mentioning the 18s. I just got in the stream. I don't know if you've seen any 18s, any more 18s, but it's just so much lining up. You know, I can't think of them on the top of my head, but it's just 1054. Man, he's been stuck on it, and I don't see that missing. I just don't see it missing. And then 38s, and I'm seeing the Mavericks could lose on the 131, of course, and a 248th game. In the playoffs, you know, I think there's a lot of Kobe Riddles in the 1/26, and he'll be he wore 24 and 8. I'm seeing it like that. They can go 16 and 2 in the playoffs. Kobe, you know, there's a lot of Kobe connections too. Luka's on 58 wins this season too. So I'm seeing him being stuck on 58. I don't see him getting off that 58, you know, and then seeing all the 85th edition of Madness, the 58 and Super Bowl 58. And he could lose on 33, 58 and 33. You know, the NBA Finals is 33. And I'm just seeing so much. You know, it's just crazy. And then Trump's birthday and all these connections on Friday. Yeah, man, I was just really calling in at talking about them connections. It just stand out to me. I just don't see it. And then seeing the news on Jerry West today, of course. But yeah, man, I was just kind of telling you about that.
If that happens, if the Celtics sweep on Trump's birthday, I think that's symbolic of what will happen in the election too. So, all right. Yeah, appreciate it. 702. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good one.
All right. Take care. Yeah, because there's a chance that Dallas doesn't get their 41st win on number 41's birthday, and they are going for this sweep thing because that's what they have planned later this year. Remember, the funny thing about the 81st game of the playoffs being Game 4, both President Biden and President Trump equal 81, like Jerry Allen West. And I do got to get off, but people keep calling here. One more call, 908, close us out.
Oh, hey, Zach, how's it going? No, I know I called in really late, but I saw the Jerry West news earlier today, and I didn't even realize the Mavericks and the Celtics, they played 86 regular season games against each other.
That's what I said before. That's how I started the stream. They'd played 86 games coming into the finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so crazy how there's been death this has to be the most deaths I've ever seen in my life around an NBA Finals time. I know it always happens every year, but this is like way too blatant in our face. Every single game that's played has been dedicated to a dead player. So you almost have to wonder.
Well, hold on. I don't know if this is the most deaths we've ever seen, but just in terms of like the name power from Bill Walton to Jerry West, I'd say it's the biggest names that we've seen. But there really always is a lot of death. And part of the reason I think it's like this with such big names, and especially now seeing that Jerry West is 1-8 in finals, and the Celtics are going for 18, and he's dead 18 days before the coach's birthday, and the coach went to the same college as him. 18, remember, in Jewish numerology, 18 represents the meaning of life. So I think that's why you're getting such huge names and the logo of the league. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and then obviously, and then the other thing too, which I noticed today, again, I'm really late in the stream, is that when Jordan spoke today, someone pointed out to me, it happened to be on my Instagram. I didn't even know this. I saw it immediately. He won his first championship on this day today. So it was 33 years ago. I couldn't even believe it. I was just like, how is this shit even fucking real at this point? Like it's just, I think they're just mocking the fans at this point and just say, hey, we're going to keep killing everyone before tip off. And you guys are still going to watch these games. And you almost have to wonder at this point, what's set to come, for the rest of the year. And even before Game 4, I'm wondering, like, what is Kareem next? Is somebody next? Like someone's kid next? It's like ridiculous at this point that people can watch these games without a care in the world for how everything needs to line up and happen. I'm so disgusted that this death even happened with Jerry West, because he didn't even die a normal death. There was no signs of him being unhealthy. I never heard of his health in decline, him, suffering of any sort. You almost have to wonder how they do it. Like, they just, killed him and the family was there to witness it. I have no idea, but it's just tragic. And you constantly point it out time after time, but people still will never seem to want to learn.
And again, if the First Take people out there were mocking me today on First Take, which is funny to think about. I don't know if you watched it, but they just kept saying pounding pavement. Because again, a million times I've said everybody should be out in front of these sports stadiums, pounding pavement, waking up the fans to all the ritual sacrifice. You guys are some sick people. Yeah, you might get millions of dollars to be on TV and talk bullshit, but hopefully all these spiritual people are right, and there's some afterworld consequences. All right, 908. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it again.
Yeah, take care. Yeah, it's just, and nobody should be going in these games. But like I've said, I mean, the society's been programmed to be coincidence theorists. Everybody thinks everything is a coincidence. That's why they don't blink an eye. Dick Butkus is dead before Thursday Night Football, where the Bears get their first win of the season. And again, their overall record became exactly the gematria of Richard Butkus and Dick Butkus. Richard Butkus in the win column, Dick Butkus in the loss column. Hold on, sweet lady's blowing me up. All right, hold on. Sweet lady needs me to do something, so that's a double sign that I need to get off right now. All right, if you guys got here late, feel free to rewind. All the information I had was at the beginning. Then we took some calls, and there were some excellent observations from the callers, especially earlier. And hold on. All right. This is seriously the last call. 586, you're the last caller.
What's up, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
Shit.
Well, I guess that's how the last caller is going to be. Just hung up. Shit, and hung up. Okay. Shit, we got to get out of here. Okay. All right, yeah. If you guys have a great observation that was overlooked by myself or the callers, please leave a comment. Yes, YouTube does delete comments, so there's a possibility that your comment will get deleted as soon as you post it. That's not me doing that. That's YouTube. And by the way, that's why I've been hosting this website for years, because YouTube's been doing this for years. I'm always amazed at how many people are just now catching on. But freetofindtruth.com, free to use. You can share information here. There's an active community. That's constantly posting things. There's all kinds of subjects and areas to get involved with. There's a free app to download, but it's a place that you can share information and have a discussion. You don't have to worry about it getting censored. So, all right, we'll leave it there, and we'll see. If they do anything too crazy tonight in the game, I might even have to come on and talk about it. Could they pay tribute to Jerry West in the score? We'll find out soon enough. All right, True Seeker, until next time. Thank you to everyone who supports the work. Ways to support in the description. All right, we'll be back tomorrow.